B Productions is launching an all-new podcast network. 4 shows, 4 hosts, 1 powerhouse of paranormal and cryptid entertainment all week long. Ghost Cats and Cryptids joining the Banter with Richie B Podcast Network every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join researcher Jean Tewksbury as she dives into the world of mountain lions, the elusive predators known as ghost cats. Jean also explores cryptids, separating fact from folklore and asking the questions others won't. Kick off your week on Tuesdays with the one and only Wojo, host of Home of the Boom. He's diving deep into the world of cryptids, Bigfoot, and the mysteries that shake the woods. Interviews, investigations, and the loudest boom in the cryptid community. Every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fridays get a little darker and a whole lot prettier. Join Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal, where makeup meets the macabre. It's Sam After Dark, spooky storytelling, and her fan favorite segment, Cooking for the Dead. Tune in every Friday from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for glam, goosebumps, and all things ghoulish. And every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the flagship show returns. Banter with Richie B live, featuring Richie B and Wojo. From updates to investigations to wild discussions, this is the core of the network. Raw, real, and always unpredictable. Spend your Saturday evenings with the duo that started it all. 4 nights of content, 4 incredible hosts, cryptids, ghosts, glam, stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. This is the Banter with Richie B Podcast Network. Saturday night, get ready for the weird, the bizarre, and the unexplained. Banter with Richie B is bringing you a special guest you do not want to miss. Joining us is Bigfoot Michigan Rob, YouTube creator, Bigfoot researcher, and the mind behind the popular segment Weird and Bizarre News. Rob dives into strange headlines, unexplained encounters, and the stories that make you stop and say, "What did I just hear?" We're talking Bigfoot, high-strangeness, and the kind of bizarre news that only Rob can deliver. February 28th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Banter with Richie B. Don't miss this wild conversation, because when Bigfoot Michigan Rob shows up, things get weird.
With further ado, we are going to start off with what we do, the bizarre news.
for being on here. And remember, we are home of the boom. Let's go. What's up, everybody? We're having like a little technical difficulties on my end, but hey, I'm back. Hey, and hey, welcome to Home of the Boom. I'm your host, Wojo. And guys, what the kick-ass videos from our very own executive producer, Sam Hunley, from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. Unbelievable stuff. By the way, Jackson does say, buy the merch. Gotta love that stuff. And welcome to our worldwide podcast. We are on Banter with Richie B Podcast Network. We are on Amazon Fire Stick, YouTube. Oops. Sorry, I hit my dog. Dark Realm TV, where fear lives. HLO Media, Media Squatch, and also SNX Radio. So, guys, it's been a wild couple of days for us. We got snowed in pretty good. Had about 30 plus inches of snow. So me and the Banter, we're buried up here in Massachusetts. So, but we're all good. Everyone's safe. We all have power. So that's a plus. I hope everyone else is doing well. And so we're going to do an in-house show tonight. And we're going to talk about our past investigations, so on and so forth. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in my very own co-host and buddy and fellow researcher, Mr. Banter himself, Richie B. Weirdo.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I got kicked off.
Just kidding. You weren't kicked out, you donkey. You were fine. Good Lord. What is happening over there? Too much snow, bro.
I kept saying, lost connection. I'm like, what? Getting kicked out of my show.
So I haven't been feeling well. My son went to what? Josh, you went to the doctors last week or whatever before my show or something. They said he had allergies. Within 48 hours, I'm sick. I'm like, yeah, those weren't allergies. Yeah, not allergies. I hope I got my mods because we're running a vertical and horizontal tonight, so it could get a little weird in here. First time I've ever done it. So yeah, you listed all those things. I cannot see Sam's comments.
I saw them earlier on here.
I haven't seen them at all on mine. So anyway, Sam, hi. Yeah, a little bit of whatever effery going on. It's got to be. I'll just blame it on the blizzard. That's the way it is. I'm surprised we even have power. I never lost power. I have no idea why or how I didn't lose power.
Dude, we get 70 mile per hour winds in our area. How do we not lose power?
I have no idea, dude. I was like literally in like 4 feet of snow. Like I'm out. I have to roof rake my house so I don't get the ice dams. I was up to my waist, trudging through there with a huge roof rake, going around the whole entire house, dude. I'm like, how did I not lose power? I don't even understand it, man. I got to say one thing though, and I want it to be known. And I can't see her comments, but Sam made that merch video. Not about merch. She put Jackson in there, the Hawk. Everything was geared towards our boy, right? I mean,
yeah,
just an amazing video with a lot of heart and care in it. And I just can't thank you enough personally. And I'm sure all of us that are invested in the story of Jack and our journey feel the same exact way. So unbelievable, Sam. If you guys need any type thumbnails, digital creation, digital business cards, anything to boost your podcast or anything like that, please reach out to Sam. She's very reasonable with her pricing. She is educated, man. She has a degree in this stuff. It is what she does for a living. You know what I mean? So be respectful of that and throw her some business, man. You know, even if it's the smallest, littlest thing, you know, she's so worth it, man. Just a great human being.
The Hawk at the end, I mean, dude, I was fired up. I mean, I had goosebumps going on. I was like, oh, man, that touched me, man.
Yeah, stand by. D-Who, I am running a portrait and a landscape. It's a new feature on Restream. So you will see double videos. There'll be views on the portrait and views on the Restream. I mean, on the landscape. But everything is right here in the same comment section. So if you got to get your little pew pew out, just stay right here. You're fine. And I can't run ads anymore, so you have no reason to leave. So
Yeah.
get to work, Maud.
Well, it's great to see you on here, D Hoot. Well, before we get started, I might as well see who's here. Who's the first one here, Rich?
Well, I don't know, but on my screen, it's Gene Tewksbury saying hi to Sam and Elder. So it's between Sam and Elder. I'm going to call it a tie between all three of them because of technical difficulty. Participation trophies and gold medals for everybody.
All right. Well, if you need a hand, I can. Yeah.
No, I don't need a hand. Just get away from the screen.
All right.
Say hi to Gene. Say hi to Gene, Sam, and Elder. And then we have PA Cryptid Research Team, our good friend Lavone, who came up with the crew neck idea. She asked for a crew neck. And we didn't have any. Yeah, we didn't have any. I think that's what they're called. We didn't have any. And I looked at Jess and I said, what are we going to do? And she's like, I'm going to make one. Boom.
Yeah, there we go. All for you, Lavon. I love it.
And that's how that started. And then I actually got to design all the Home of the Boom stuff. All the hats and cups. Yep. I made a collab cup with Ernie. Ernie's dudes on the back and then Jackson on the front. So you got collab coffee cups.
Mm.
Yeah, and I'll make another collab one with like me and you know what I mean? And then we'll throw Sam in there if she'll let us. I know she's doing her own. She's doing her own store, so I don't. That's why I don't do that. But Gianni's in here. Ciao.
Hey, Gianni. Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, familia.
Great to see you, bud.
Let's see. Denny-O! Brother.
Shoveling over here.
I'm shoveling over here.
The loudest guy in the North Shore.
Hi, Brandy. How are you? There's the Elder.
Hey, Brandy.
Elder showed up on the YouTube. Mike Gray.
Dante. Mike Gray.
Yeah, we got to sit in with Elder today. Get over to Medicine Bear Claw. Mm-hmm. And on YouTube, check out her stuff, guys. Like, subscribe, and hit that notify button. Thank you very much. It was fun sitting in with her. It's been a while.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yep. D-Hoot. What's up, D-Hoot?
The D-Hoot.
Andrew's here. Hello, B, the D, and the A.
The B, the D, and the A. You're like, what did you call him? The B, and the D, and the A.
Oh, I called him all kinds.
Andy, miss you, bud.
Love Andy. Yeah, we're gonna miss him for a while because we ain't getting out for at least 3 weeks.
Oh,
I don't even want to talk about it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It interferes with my company business.
Right.
Greatly. I'm not happy. So I can't even collect cans because they're all buried in the snow. Looks like
it's metal detector.
20 rock stars a day.
Well, they're talking rain at the end of the week. So I don't care. 40-degree weather and rain. Go ahead, good. Wash it out, flood us out.
Yeah, flooding. That's awesome.
Yeah. Flooding.
Previous is here. Hello,
hey, Previous. Hello.
Kurt W.
Secret Squirrel. My pal, how you doing?
What's up, W? I said Mike Gray, right? Yeah. Dave Lester.
Mr. Lester, thank you for being on here, brother.
Benno.
Good to see you.
Benno.
What's up there? The handsome devil from Australia.
Benno. Big Henry's here to see you tonight.
Hey, Henry. Great to see you.
Big Henry, sir. Tiffany Peacock. Hello, Tiffany Peacock.
Hello, Tiffany.
Hello, Tiffany. Lightning Ninja. Light Ninja. That's the one I always messed up on the lives, too, because it blends together. Hey, gang. How is everyone this evening? Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you for being on here. Awesome.
It always takes me 3 tries on the live, too. What's this? Our Wild Ride. Hype Squad. Okay, our Wild Ride. Someone's all hyped up. Got the stallion up. Yeah, have to do a little recon on that their profile.
Great to see you.
Good to see you. I want to play games with Sam again. That was fun. Thanks. Appreciate that. Want to play games with Wojo? Wojo, rock, paper, scissors? What'd you throw? Be honest, Lightning.
Right here.
Oh, matching scissors. All right, we're going to move on. Rachel's Adventures is here. Hi,
Hey, Rachel.
We were just chatting tonight, by the way.
Rachel will have her show on tonight at 9 o'clock tonight.
Hi, Elda.
Join her.
Lightning. All right, here we go. Oh, we got Z-Sun Dragon. Z-Sun
Hey,
Dragon. Nah.
Thank you for being here.
Pony Boy's here.
Oh, is that Stay Gold Pony Boy? Is that Mr. Tim Vogel?
Tim Vogel.
The legend? Yeah, he's the legend.
The hugger.
Thanks, Tim. Great to see you, pal.
Dave Les says he's watching so he can get his adrenaline going.
Where's Melissa?
It's up to you, sir.
All right. So, excuse me. So, we've done a couple of lives the past couple of weeks, and so pretty interesting. We found a lot of footprints out there, a lot of tracks, Rich.
That's right.
On that deer hide, which is still interesting, and we had some vocals. The vocals too was by the gifting chair.
Yep.
When Richie got kicked off, guys, on the live, well, then he switched it to Facebook, but then his phone died. We heard like ooh, ooh, like several times in different directions. Yeah. And then we had a break. I mean, it was loud.
Yep.
A loud break that something was like walking and just crashing. And it just seemed like it was that moment where, like, when there's nothing like running, I think they started like revealing themselves that, hey, we're over here, guys. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there was two of those huffs though that were like almost that reverberation of infrasound. So you could hear the guttural. You could hear the guttural. Ugh. It was like just like that, and he looks at me. So if I look at him, then he'll throw back what he heard, and then if vice versa. So he looks over at me. So I said, what I heard was, ugh. And he goes, exactly. I said, but that sounded like it came through the woods. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, hey, I'm over here. You know what I mean? It wasn't like me talking to you. It was like, ugh. And it was almost like reverberation through the woods. And that was weird. That was something, I don't think we've really experienced it like that. I think it's been either a huff or a infrasound. That was like a mixture, right? Kind of weird.
It is weird because it happened at one end, but then that's when then we heard the movement right at, like, not too long after. Maybe give it like about 20, 30 seconds. We just hear like this loud break. And I don't know. It just seems like they were just like talking within themselves, and we just happen to hear little feints of, that.
Yeah, there was a bunch of that.
It was cool because it was echoing.
Sorry to bother you.
Hey, Mr. Jay Lynch.
Jay Lynch is in the house.
TV.
Melissa came in. What's up? And D-Hoot, the recorder, is still being reviewed. There was 16 3-hour blocks on that. So that's a lot of hours of audio. So it's kind of, you can't just throw it in and look for the squiggly lines because there's so much more in there. And I found that out further, like reviewing the actual, like really recordings, like right, Wojo? Like we've been all over those things because now we're kind of tied down in the house basically, right? Because of all this snow. So, I'm like, hey, dude, let's go try to get those, the recordings up. Because what I want to do, can I just tell them what I want to do with some of the recordings?
Yeah.
What I want to do with some of the recordings. If you're new here, we have a epic historical set of recordings that we've been touting for a while. We did play 1 minute and 25 seconds of it on one episode, which that episode is no longer on YouTube. I took it down and put it into a drive and saved it. I just wanted to have it encrypted so bad people can't take things and say things and try to, manipulate it, right? Because that's the game we have to play sometimes, unfortunately. But what I want to do for you guys, because YouTube pissed me off, as you know, the announcement that Wojo was, one thing he didn't mention was I'm going to X. I just subscribed for the premium tonight. I got my little blue check mark, and I'm going over to X, and I'm running my podcast off of X. So if you guys don't have an X account, I'd love you to get one and hang with me. It's going to be bigger and epic, and even the lives in the woods are going to be on X. So all that stuff's going over to X. So I hope you guys can join us there. But yeah, so what I want to do is break up little pieces of the recordings, and I'm going to have an episode here or there where we play them for you guys. So you guys can get a feel of exactly what these things are and how important they are to the research. And on top of that, once that's all said and done, I've been in discussion for a while now for an autobiography documentary. And I think the big part of those recordings will probably be revealed in that documentary. So, but until then, I want to give you something. You know what I mean? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and the cool thing is that we're still going through, some recordings where, Rich will cut it up and send it to me, and I write down notes of what I'm hearing, and on each, and then we, what he hears, and we kind of exchanging notes in case we missed out on anything, which is pretty cool stuff. But I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, it'll blow your mind away. And
pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And the good thing is that the recorder, when we grabbed the recorder, it did work. And obviously, like Richie said, we got like 3 hours blocks of recordings, and it's a lot. And
yeah, those recordings.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm sorry. Yeah. The main recording goes on. I thought you were done. The main, because look like you were turning blue and running out of air. So, breathe through your nose, bro. You got this. Yeah, no. The main recordings, have over 4 hours of recording. So, everybody hit that like button, please. Hit the like button. Slap the emojis. We don't do the super garbage anymore from YouTube. We had to change all that up. We have Banter, Richie B, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. So if anybody can help out with the research and help with our technologies, things like that, as we do, you all know how this works, and we try to do it too. When I go on the show, I try to throw something somewhere when I got it. So might not have it for a while, though. 4 foot of snow. Oh, sorry. Was that loud, boss? All right. I'm sorry, boss. Go ahead. Back to you.
Okay. Stop calling me boss. But anyways, so we have whoops and all that. And then obviously dusk. All right. So Rich, we still had light, and we wanted to go by the junkyard and see before it gets dark. Maybe we could try to break up a little bit of a pattern. So like we usually, as we're walking out, guys, that's where we usually see like the lights and whatever. But there was enough light before it got dark out. We decided to go to the junkyard, and I don't know, right off the bat, I could see lights in the distance. Mm-hmm. And so I told him, do me a favor, just stay here. I'm going to run down and I'm going to go and see what's going on. So I kind of went down the hill heading towards the lights where I'm running out of room. And as I'm looking, I can't see the lights because I'm going downhill now. And as I'm peeking around and trying to zoom in on the area where I can try to see some lights, there's like a big wall of dirt or logs or what have you. So I got frustrated, ran back to Richie, and we just stood there. And I said, okay, you see these big trees? Just stand there and just don't move and see if the light's going to come to the trees, which they did. So now we're convinced they're moving. And so, and then we started walking back, and then we started finding like, remember those prints as we're heading down the hill? I mean,
yep.
I mean, those are colossal prints where our prints were.
Right.
And as we're walking down, we kept turning around, as we're heading back to down the main path. I kept turning around. Richie, just turn around. He goes, why? I go, I just want to make sure. Do you see lights? No. Now, as we went to our area where we usually walk out of the woods, you see any lights? No. And then we decided we stuck around. I think we heard some distant whoops or barking or whatever.
Yep.
And then we turned around. There are the lights over the hill. And you can just see that movement. And then sometimes you see the head. Remember I was telling you, like, you know, when you see the head, like, kind of like, looks like it's going up and down, the light going up and down. To me, it's like how we walk. If you're walking through the woods, you got to be careful where you're walking. So you tend to look down and then look up, look down, look up. I mean, that's, you know, a theory of mine. Not saying that's exactly what it is, but we stood there for a while. And all I can say is now we're seeing more lights. So they're moving up the hill. And then we started taking some more pictures. And Rich, what did you think about what do you think of those lights again?
Well, I mean, you know, we've been talking about them a lot, and I got to tell you, the reason why is that they're just so profound. Like, they're just so mind-blowing. Like, I don't understand this type of lighting. You know what I mean? It's self-illuminating. There's always different faces in them. There's been one or two that are the same. They seem to operate with intellect, with intelligence. You know, there was one of the things that right after we had posted it. Hi, Mary. Hi, Martin. Right after I posted it on YouTube, that seems to be where my trouble started. Johnny and Winter are not friends. No, not friends. Any of us are. So in one of them, you know, you could see us clearly talk to him, and I went to say, "Hey, can you make it go like that?" And the light went dim, and I said, "All right, we'll make it go brighter." And then boom, for everybody on live that saw it, he just went boom bright, and then blew your camera out. And you know, when you start getting to that level where they obviously know you have a device in your hand because they're manipulating it now, right? So now they know. So they're not afraid of it. You know, they don't care. So all those things are starting to weigh in more and more. And not only that, when we go to leave and we're over near the parking area in that time, Friday night, I think it was, or whatever it was, maybe Thursday. Yeah. So I look back and it followed us out, basically not all the way, but it was right on the tree line, one of them. And I got, with my crappy 2-camera phone, I got a really bright light on the tree line. And we're almost at the truck. So they're very brazen. They're very comfortable. They seem to want to communicate. They seem to be intelligent. And they have substance behind them. And that's the thing. And now some of them are starting to look pretty similar than the last one. But this one here, I'll bring up. I think I got this on the big screen too. A little blurry here. But this is just to show them basically what we're looking at, right? So because people say, "Oh, what the hell are you aiming over there for?" Well, we see this. This looks, from where we're sitting, what does it look like? It looks like lanterns are hanging, right, man?
Yeah, it looked like a big jack-o'-lantern from a distance. But the thing is, again, guys, for what I was looking at, it looked like a picture window again. I'm saying to myself, is this another portal? So I zoomed in and started taking pictures, and all of a sudden it disappeared, like just vanished. And I go, I'm looking at Richie. Where did it go? We're both like looking all around the woods. It's pitch black. I mean, if you see a dim of light or something, you know, it's possibly them. I can see something like that. It was gone. Like it just disappeared like a light switch. It was bizarre.
It was just bizarre. Just on and off, gone.
Hey, Dale.
You got Dale Quigley here. Mooncat came in. JT's in the house. That's No, but yeah, that's the other thing too. Now we've had that discussion with the portal picture that we have. I wonder if it just whoop goes in there. You know what I mean? And it looks like it, because it's behind the black space. You know what I mean?
Right.
But this is wild. So when you see this like this, right now, you could see. I could put it up on the screen if you want. I'll just sit down and talk while you point some things out. But when you see this, like that, it looks like he said like a picture window, right? But follow it to the left side, guys. Follow it to the left side and look down, and I'll lift it up for you. And you see that little white piece on the bottom left side of this picture? Right? You see it like a little white, whatever that is, the little white.
Yeah. On the left side, you said?
Yeah, bottom left. There's that little white.
Yep, I see it. Yeah, it looks like that bead again.
Yeah, right. We've seen this before. We've seen this type of setup before. But this looks like it could be 3 different individuals, and then you almost see a face in the middle one. Hey, Robin. Robin came in, and Graham's in. What's up, Graham? And the little one. So then you go over and you take this image, and you kind of, you try to put some colors into it and all that stuff. Try to see what else you can pull out. Blah blah blah. And let me see which one. This guy. And then it starts coming out like this, right? When you start playing with it, manipulating it, right? And I'm going, this is one I did. This is actually not, this is the photo I took out of the pictures and put it into like this little coloring type thing my stepdaughter uses. Anyways, long story. So it makes it look like it's a mosaic type thing. But I was trying to look at features. I was trying to find the features, right? So and then I'm looking, I'm like, holy shit. So it has what we have here, right? You got the what over there, they're starting. So it picked up on some features. So then I was like, all right, let me try to see what else I can come up with here. You know what I mean? And just really, really play around with it. Let's get some colors involved. Let's get some darkness involved. Black. There we go. So now you got the black and white. So you got the black and white, right? Now that face doesn't seem to be there as much. But again, whatever's on the left side has that white like bead or a decorative type, getting dolled up to head out thing, right? Lion face, bottom left, and the behind, all 3 lights. Okay, interesting. We have a 7-foot by 8-foot screen we're going to put, I believe that fit into this image. So again, just a reminder, this is the original here. All that was done on this one was the phone was lightened up. That was it, just to lighten up but that's it. So then you come over here into this mosaic type thing, and it's still picking up the same features, almost like Boba Fett, right? But but look at the again the white features on the bottom left. So I'm over here going, what in the hell, man? Now, mind you, we have pictures similar to this with that bead or shell in the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think I went with the pink and purple at one time. Well, let me go here. So then I brightened up that color. So now I'm really trying to pull out what the hell is this thing picking up, right? What was in this? Again, this is in the original photo, right? But this here is like that color, the color thing. So now I'm ramping up the saturation and the color, trying to pull everything I can out. It's just more and more bizarre. Again, here's the original. So there's the original, right? So then you lighten it up, you do more exposure. Little things like that. You're not altering, you're just editing. It's completely different.
Right.
So then I come over here and I said, let's add some color. I think I went with pink at first. I usually pink's one of my go-tos because it pulls out some cool features. So now I'm getting it. It's bringing out this substance where things are looking like solid. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave the original up and pull some of these out, just to give it more room to land. Because I know I got more of these on the big screen. So it's quite wild, you know what I mean? Like, as to what we're dealing with, I don't know sometimes. Because, again, if I zoom in on this and you see the white, like, again, it looks like strands or something's decorative in the hair or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
it's crazy even to say it or look at it and talk about it. I'm like, what the hell are we dealing with, right? Oh, this is the one here without the light. Yeah, zoomed in because I could almost see faces, right? Let me see.
Yeah.
Remember the one on the left?
Yeah.
It looked like the side of a mouth or something,
Yep.
right? But even in this, if you look closely on the left side, almost at a screen, you start seeing those strands show up. And these are at different shutter times. Are different because you're clicking. You know what I mean? So it's fast clicking. It's wild, dude.
If anybody has any questions, feel free. Just add a
God.
couple of question marks so that there we can see them better, and we can get them out to you. Get out your questions and hopefully have some answers. But Richie, great job, by the way. I mean, Richie does a great job on these pictures, guys. I mean,
thank you.
You know, I may be the photographer, but he does it. You know, he does like a good editing as of like really try to bring out what. Yeah, just trying to like tweak and really dive in on what are we looking at in these pictures. And that's why sometimes I'm taking close-ups and take them a little bit further away, because if you watch the video of all this on our live, guys, if you watch the live, you can see the shadows and stuff, which is amazing. Amazing footage. So, you know, when you're done, check it out. Hit the hype button, you know, and see for yourselves.
Yeah, and it's wild, and you know, and obviously my skills are limited. I just what 2 years now I've been doing this stuff, and when I started, I had Bobby Lee as the executive producer because I didn't know how to work any technology really. You know what I mean? I could do social media or something, but there was things about that I didn't know. Never mind like a Restream or a StreamYard. I had to learn all that. Where the hell did he go? Leave me here on your show. Dude says the one in the middle appears to have a face. Right. So again, these are at different times, right? So this one here might be slightly different. This one, it looked the same, but no, I don't think it is. I think they're different times because the one on the left isn't as angled and prominent like this. You know?
Yeah.
So right. So then, but you're here. I believe this is the first picture. This is the second picture, and that's basically what I took to add colors and stuff to it, or try to take down the images and like the what am I trying to say? The brightness and things like that. So we can go like into here, like that's the black and white, like I said, and that that's after after this one. It starts going flat and you see less of the faces. Yeah. It's freaking bizarre, dude. I'm like, are they morphing in front of us?
Well, because I think because you kept yelling at me, start taking those pictures. And I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I think that's probably the best way is picture, because you're capturing the movements of what we're looking at here. And you really grasp on these pictures of different movements, different positions. I mean, look, it's fascinating stuff, and a great job of really trying to capture for the audience of the what ifs, guys. I mean, we don't feel free. And Tubing, nice to see you on here. Thank you for being here.
Tubing.
Benno, it is tricky to see definition in these anomalous lights. I think it might be because it has moving plasma. Either the being itself or technology is using. I see male face here, Richie. Yeah, what do you think, Rich?
It's tricky to see definition in these anomalous lights. True. I think it might be because it was. I believe. Well, the plasma. Yes, the plasma theory is yes. For me, and we have what we believe is pictures and traces of plasma activity from a solid substance and like a smoky substance, right? So I guess that would be like a chemical substance type of look if you're dealing with scientists. So things like that we have already seen. So we know that I mean may not know, but because I haven't tested it in said, hey, it's plasma. But anybody I've spoken to sees that plasmic type, texture, right? So, but you got to remember where we've come from here. You know what I mean? This is numerous pictures. Like I'm looking at the folders right now as we speak, and there's probably over 100 different variations with like 30 different subjects in here. Probably more than 30. I'm being conservative, but
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane, right? Think about it. That's insane, dude. So I don't know. One other one that I wanted to say is that we just talked about this on Elder's show today, and that's this one, right? That's what I'm saying is that it starts to look. Nope, that's the wrong one, dumbass. But it starts to look like this type of setup. This is the other thing is that we're seeing consistency in this stuff with the strands and things in it, that 3D type look, the morphing type effect. You know what I mean? Yeah, we've come a long way there, OBR, as far as nerves go. I'll tell you that. But can you see like the similarities in these pictures? I mean, not like feature wise, but like, kind of like structure wise, I guess is what I'm saying. These are if you're new here, these are pictures we've taken live on YouTube, right? Live with you guys, aimed at a light, snap the pictures, and then we look at them. So it's mind blowing. So this is what's behind the light, inside the light, or giving off the light, however you want to see it, right, or say it. It's up to you.
Hey, Tim Gayhat, thank you. Yes, I try to have steady hands because you got to take off that glove, and with the phone, you got to like zoom in, zoom out. Richie's Richie's my, I don't know, my, it's like he's my sight guy, he's just like, all right, to the left, snap it, go, But yeah, we try to capture that moment for all you guys. And by the way, if you guys, do some screenshots and whatever, Richie, if you guys want to like send them to us, and if you have like, something that maybe we have missed, is there like a website, Rich, that they can maybe send them to, and with a comment or two?
What, with pictures? With pictures of their questions? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if someone does a screenshot and they want to like,
oh yeah, like the virtual team, sure. Our wild ride says don't go towards the light, and I say he must be new because that's already been done.
Yeah, we're ahead of
but
that.
You're right. Don't go towards the light. Stay away from the light, right? Yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to, if you have it, people don't. If you're on our investigations with us live in the woods, it's completely interactive. Wear your headphones, put up the big screen, snap those screenshots, man. Structures, lights, anything you got, and if you take the screenshots, by the way, and if you have your phone, there's things in there that you can kind of brighten it up with, make it go black and white, crop it, make it bigger. So there's a whole thing that I do. I'll be like, oh, this one ain't, let me see if there's anything there, and nothing's there. So all right, I'll crop it, make it bigger, and then use the lighting again on top of the lighting I already left, that type of thing. So there's little things you can do without having an education in like editing or anything, which again, I don't want to do. I'd rather stay live, raw, gritty, shitty, but at least it's genuine and authentic, I might add. Very authentic.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Is there a website that they can share it to?
I was going to get there, boss. I'm sorry. Put it over on Bigfoot Banter and Richie B Facebook. In the messenger. Shoot me a message. Go to Messenger. Bigfoot Banter with Richie B on Facebook. Is that good for you?
Yeah. Bring it, baby. Because you guys are part of the investigation, too. You're fellow researchers, and that's why we are all in this together,
Yeah, I don't, Z, that's interesting. It's, again, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, and but the different colors, too, can really, like, change things, right? Partly of why I do it. I don't do it to, I'm not trying to bamboozle anybody. I'm just trying to pull out more features with different colors. You know what I mean? That's really all it is. So, I can't make out what that is. You know what I mean? I can guesstimate, theorize, you know. Hell, I even got a hypothesis because I got tons of hours in the woods looking at these things now. But the bottom line is, for me, excuse me, as a researcher, is the collection of data. So I have to see something over and over again in order to start talking about it like this. So here, again, I have to go to the strands on the left. They look like hair. That looks like hair to me. Why does it look like hair to me? Because of this one here. See the hair on the left side? There's a white bead right there, or a shell, or a wrap. Something is there. Something is definitely there. And one of the other things I wonder if I uploaded that. I don't remember because we were talking. So, it's hard to speculate what's in these. At one point, from the side, I see Boba Fett with some hair pieces in. You know what I mean? And then another piece, I see it like there's an eye in the middle. Is it this one? Yeah, you can start to see the development of like underneath the eye in the middle one. If you start at the bottom and go straight up, you see that little upside down kind of, not a U really, but you can see it.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? So then you could start going, what the hell? You know what I mean? I don't know, but for me, it's the matching of the things from picture to picture and subject to subject. Those things help. They're not, I don't think it's the same subject, but they're probably from the same culture because it's looking like something like that. I don't know. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Tubing's got a question.
Well, that's right, Jim. We got Tubin in the house, and he's got a question for you. Go ahead.
Tubing asked the question, is the plasma you talking about, are they the same thing as these orbs?
Well, we don't know. We suspect that, yes, because of.
It seems like the consistency of
Yeah.
maybe like where we're looking,
Well, I think it's fair to say at this point we could have a show based off of that discussion, right?
Yeah.
Plasma, a show about, us researching together, you, me, Wojo, me, and all of you guys on the side. And I will bring up every picture I think is plasma related, and we can go through every one of them right here on the big screen and talk about it because it's definitely the theory as far as I'm concerned. Excuse me. So, and then, well, and right, and this one here is so crazy. The one I showed on my my pissed off show. Yeah, so I think it's this one, right? Yeah, so we have a lot of them like this, right? You see how they're not exactly completely circular; they're kind of wavy. They have that little bit of a trickle on the outside. It's not exactly like the light reflecting or anything. It looks like it could be plasma related, right? So we have a ton of these types of pictures, and I have a few that are just crazy, leaning towards plasma, right? So I'm going to put that picture up just because it compares to all the other ones, and then I'm going to pull that other picture. Oh, that's right. I went to put it in and it didn't upload. Remember?
Oh,
the one with the profile picture that I found. I found a profile picture off of somebody's profile. I reached out to them to discuss it. I'm going to put it up here today. I recognize that it's their intellectual property, and I don't intend on keeping it or using it for any monetization or anything like that. So I'm just using it strictly for educational purposes only, and then I will delete it. So, allegedly. So this is the one I took the background out with that time, remember?
Yeah.
So again, the reason why I put this up here, you see the hair, there's a face there. The light that we're taking a picture of is fiery red. This one I used the crimson one, and then I just was able to just pull out just what was there. Because a lot of times on your pictures nowadays, like I show people, if I push little Joshy's, I got to open it. So if I go like that, it'll throw a little outline around his body, right? And then I can let off, and it lets me pull that out. Did you see what I use in the group as a sticker when it's just Jackson by himself, no background. That's what I did there. So that's what I did here. You know what I mean? So again, looking at these, Sam, if you're out there, I still can't see your comments and hello. So here we go. We got the wiry hair, right? Right. There's even appears to be like a wrap up in the middle. And underneath the hair, there's something else there. I don't quite know. We should put that one on for the big screen. That'd be interesting. But then we have then we have the hair here. And then we have what appears to be hair here. 3 different subjects, 3 different pages, 3 different pictures, 3 different investigations. What do you do with it? I don't know. I can only go with what we're getting, and we're getting this. Could it be the different colors around the main light be from the energy? 100%. I agree.
Absolutely.
I wholeheartedly feel that, Robin. Yeah, there's the energies, because if you go into a bunch of these, man, the lights are just nuts. That's the one I just showed you there. And then there's this guy here. I'll go through this quick, and then we'll hit the weather map. So then you got this guy here. That's more, obviously raw, but there's definitely, it's not like I'm going to drop these and I'll probably put it in the background too. So I can stay at my desk, but if you guys see something you want to discuss, I'll get up and point it out. Countless, most like infinity, countless. Yeah, I think so. Let me go. So, you see that light there. It's kind of like, not like this one here where it looks like it's a flashlight gleaming back in your face, right? You see how bright that is? But if you look at the edges of this, you start looking on the outskirts where that light isn't so bright, you start seeing that white kind of, stuff, Hey, what's up, MS? You see what I'm saying? So it has, I think they all have something to do with plasma of some sort. Look at this guy. Let's zoom him in. Hey, what's up, guys? But you see all the white around the edges of it, right? Don't look directly at the light. Go to the outside edges of it, right? I can see the feature behind it and stuff and the face behind it. But look at the little white, hazy looking stuff, right? They all kind of have that. There's even something on the bottom left. I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? So very well could be plasma related. And I think it warrants having that discussion and having a show. Trying to discuss the theory. How do you feel, boss? Boss, how do you feel? Boss?
I'm just kind of like blown away because, listen, how many people like really show these type of pictures and blow them up and try to, go divulge into these pictures and, using contrast or whatever. And there's not too many. And I know we've been doing this a lot. And but again, there's just so much information that we don't know. And that's why we're going to keep picking away at this. And that's what we have been doing. And again, like, certain things that, the solid bead looking things in the bottom, we have theories on that. And, the shadows, because where the trees are and stuff like that, it's, they're peeking through the trees, but it's not, do they go through the trees or touch or go through? No. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. The light perception, again, it looks bright, but they're a lot further away than they are. But the one thing I will say is that the lights do come to us, and that's the fascinating part, because whatever's out there, they move so quick, and we're noticing that and finding physical prints around that area. I'm not saying where they're standing, we're finding the prints because we don't know, but there are prints around that area.
Yeah, there are some prints around that area. I'm actually going to pop them up because they're pretty tough to get up on the big screen. But these are some of the prints we found in the area, trackways, not the ones that related to these. Well, I don't know, because there's like 3 different sizes. Anyways, these were out in the main field that we found. I wanted to share with you to kind of get off the lights for a minute, because we're going to go back into those too. And we do talk about them a lot. But you have to understand, We're getting them every investigation. So when you see lights, we're snapping pictures. We're coming home. We're seeing substance behind it, that light, and wanting to discuss that investigation with you. It's a follow-up from the previous investigation.
Right.
So,
MS,
what
what are
now?
we talking about? We're talking about like shine that we see out in the woods, MS, and we take pictures and we try to, really investigate these pictures that I'm taking.
Yeah, you really got to, it's hard though, because you sound like a freaking loon. And the bottom line is this, man, you got to be on these live investigations to understand what we've been dealing with. When we first started doing this, these lights were not here. They were not here. Then one would show up. And then, self-illuminating eyes, which big red ones, I never forget that my whole life. All associated with the Bigfoot story. All of it. And then 2 show up, and then 3 show up, and then we're standing there going, hi, not taking pictures because we're not really sure what's happening to us. And then I believe the one I zoomed in on was the one with me and Denny that looked like a gray. And then it was on from there. Every one of them were getting pictures, man. Every one of them are getting blown up. Every one of them are getting lightened up. Every one of them are getting contrast pumped up. Shadows taken out, shadows added in. You know what I mean? Filters, things like that, as far as like black and white or change the color. We're trying to figure it out. We don't know. But for us just to go, hey, man, I'm taking pictures of these lights in the woods, bro, and they got faces behind them. You just sound like a bunch of, tripsters, you know what I mean? Like we're just tripping balls. It just makes it a lot easier if you guys are there. And I know everybody can't be, but I'm just getting, that's what I'm telling you. That's the proclaimer. All right, so look at that thing, right? Look at that tightrope. They're way further apart than they appear with the picture. So, what's going on? What happened?
What's the matter?
I don't know. Don't worry about me. Could be.
Yeah, this was a nice straight rope. I think this one I measured like 71 inches from heel to toe.
Yep.
Yeah. So in this, because in this we have me, Denny, and Andy, and we had a kick-ass fire. By the way, that was a lot of.
What is going on? Something doesn't like your phone lately.
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
I bet that doesn't happen.
It's happening more often, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So we've been finding these strides everywhere. Like we did a live that we around the whole area, finding these strides, all different different measurements. I mean, the largest measurement we've taken was that I took was I think 81 inches. And Richie did one, I think it was 92 inches of a stride, guys. That is like, insane. Look in between these prints. It's pristine. There's no disruption of the snow whatsoever.
Right.
And if something's gonna hop, let's say something's gonna hop and do these pictures. I mean, you'd sit there and you get tired after a while. I mean, we're talking hundreds of yards of tracks. And if you're gonna like plant yourself to take a break, one of those prints is gonna be wider than the other, much wider.
Yep,
like a body.
Yep, these are systematic.
Rich?
Yeah, they're systematic. I mean, if you're a hopping animal that can go 94 inches, 92 inches, you're gonna drop stuff in between. You're gonna pick stuff up with you. These things are clean in the middle. I'm not saying there wasn't a little bit of time. These look pretty new, to be honest with you, actually. But I'm just saying, say there's a little bit of time, a little bit of melting, maybe a little bit of wind blowing some fresh snow over it to clean it up a little bit. Maybe. These look fresh, but I can only tell you that. But I'm going to give you all variables so you know we're not full of shit. And this is just way too up, down. Up, down. Way too. There's no other way of saying it. It made no sense, and there was a few sets of these. They're not small. They are very big. They're They're very long. They're very straight. And even if people want to tell me, oh, that's a deer running. You know what I mean? I love that one. That's a deer running. And I'm like, yeah, no, it ain't. Because we don't even know how uneven the ground is underneath it. There's a good chance he leaves an ass mark behind. Good chance he leaves an ass mark behind. So they're very big. So I've seen a few tightrope footprints, Johnny says. I'd have to go back and check the measurements, though. But damn, big feet and strides. Benno, I just want to say this. I saw you talking to D-Hoot. If you just email me whatever you donated during that month, I will see to it that you get it back, even if it takes me a little bit of time. So nobody's stealing from you guys, all right? I had $108 in the coffin, and YouTube's claiming they're going to keep it. So if you donated to us in the month of February, you could try to go through the process and drive YouTube nuts. If that don't work, it's $108, and it's not like it's going to, blow us out of the water. But let me know what it is, and I will square up with you, because screw them. Bunch of bullshit. Yeah, well, that's it. Well, that's another. MS says that's a good. What MS says is a good point. You could tell the snow was hardened when it wasn't just soft, fluffy snow. When it broke through, because you could see the breaks. Again, proving the fact if we're dealing with something running, we're dealing with something jumping, it's going to bring those little ice chip like snow pieces with it. This is clean. This is like straight up, drop it all off, land.
But also too, you see, and I would agree that if on a full run or whatever, you will see some sort of drag marks. You would see
just putting
pick
it all
up
out
a snow. You'd say kick up a snow around the edges, or maybe like a few inches away from the print. But we don't see any of that. And there's been so many of these prints everywhere that it's just second and unbelievable. And again, we're going when I come home from work, I'm seeing this near people's yards. And what's amazing is that I was taking pictures, and this old timer showed up, and I was like, whoa, okay, there's someone right there. And I go, I never seen these tracks before. He goes, oh, those are deer tracks. I go, really? He goes, I think so. I go, well, I never seen deer run like that, create like big strides like that. He goes, neither have I. He goes, I don't know what that is. And, again, just having this conversation, this gentleman has never seen, and he's a hunter, by the way.
Right. But what was the first thing he said?
Deer.
Right. It still came out of his mouth. He couldn't find, I have no clue, bro. I'm 138. And I ain't never seen shit like that. You got a tape measure? Like, they just can't do it. They want to rationalize. He's like, oh, I think I saw a blue jay in it one day. Like, they'll say anything, except I don't know.
Right.
That's a human disease. We all have to be fucking right about everything. No, you don't. Shut up with that crap. Bunch of narcissistic freaks. You have no idea what that was, bro. And unfortunately for you, if you see it that way, I would welcome it. You have a very large Bigfoot walking through your yard, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name's Rich, and I'm a researcher. You have a very large Bigfoot walking through your yard. Yeah, it's okay to say it, bro. It's okay.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. We're not getting anywhere with, it's a deer. He knows that wasn't a deer, bro.
Right, because you know what? People don't want to look out and feel or be crazy. It's not them being crazy. You got facts right there. That's why you take pictures, you take the measurements, take pictures of the measurements, just have data. That's what we do, is collect data. We take pictures. We put out the measuring tape, take pictures of that. That's why we have live. So we, just have validation of all this stuff. And that's what's important. But that's people's thinking. Deer. I'm like, wow, you're way off.
But they do it all the time. It's like when you hear the woo, 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 woo out in the woods. They're like, oh, pot owl, 100%. My meathead in Rhode Island said, oh, pot owl, 100%. Why? Were you standing there, bro? Were you standing there? You heard every little hook and piece of spit that flew out of its mouth and the guttural one? You heard that too? No, you didn't. See, when I put that piece up, and I like to ask trivia questions, right? Because I like to gauge where the humans are at, right? The humans are just a mess, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I like to gauge where they're at. So you got to be careful because I'll put stuff up just so you expose yourself to me, and not in that way, Wojo. I didn't like it the last time you did it. Don't do it again, okay? When you exposed yourself to me. Anyways, slow tonight, dude. You're a fucking mess tonight. You all right? Did you have a brownie?
No, I am fine.
Promise?
I'm processing.
No brownie.
I'm processing
No brownie?
all this because everything you're saying, it's just 100% right. I mean, again, that's our human thinking. That's a human nature.
Yeah.
Because we always have to have an answer for every stupid thing.
Oh my
you
God,
know,
dude. What are we doing?
It's like you have to answer. Why don't you just say, I don't know?
I don't know.
I really don't know.
Yeah, everybody's saying hi to Sam. I can't say hi to Sam. Hi, Sam. Wherever you
Hey,
are.
Prince.
She's lost in the abyss. Are you saying hello to the prince on the screen?
Yeah, Prince Daniel.
Oh, I thought you meant the prince on the screen. That's weird. I was like, now he's talking to inanimate objects.
That's
definitely brownies. We have seen, and again, when we say deer and we say those things, we know it ain't a deer. We're just going over every viable option in this whole wide world because this is what people think like, right? So if you say it's deer, explain to me how it's deer, right? Explain to me how. What traits do you see in these photos that would say deer to you, right? Stuff like that. So, we're trying, I say there is a Bigfoot. You say there isn't a Bigfoot. So you have your argument that they can't find, any bones, because, Mother Earth isn't acidic or anything and devours things within 72 hours on a regular basis. But hey, that's just me. You have all your answers, right? But I can't have mine. I can tell you how I think they exist. In fact, I can show you. Okay. You got to prove to me. The burden of proof is on you. You tell me in this world how they don't exist. Just because you're closed-minded and don't believe in something doesn't mean it's not real. Mm-hmm. Just because you believe you have $1 million in the bank doesn't mean you're not fucking broke. Mm-hmm. I believe I got $1 million in the bank. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? So what the hell? Like, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. So, and when I did the barred owl thing, I put it out there. Like I said, I wanted to see who would jump in and who would see what and say what. And I took notes, man. I took notes. And one of them that came in as 100%er, which is the worst thing in any research field that you don't know truly about unless you can prove that you're Jane Goodall, but you've sat with Bigfoots and know their habits and know all this stuff. It is someone coming in going, that's a barred owl. And they never stood place. Oh, one guy said the other day on the structures I had, when I was like, it doesn't make any sense. Guy goes, oh, sure, it does make sense. The root balls of ground, wet ground, wind blows it. Yeah, pine trees. Yeah, oh, I don't see how it doesn't make sense to you. And I went, oh, you stood here with me? Were you there that day? Well, no. Yeah, you weren't. You don't know. There's no exposed ball roots coming out of the ground. I have no idea what you're talking about. I live right here. There was no weather to do what that did. None whatsoever. At that time, now everything's probably effed. You know what I mean? But you don't even know. I mean, we're in this place 1, 2, 3 times a week, man. We know exactly what it should look like. So to say something like that without context just shows me your ignorance. Period.
How about this? Just show up in a live. Show up in one of our lives. Because, when we're showing structures and stuff, if you watch what Richie's doing, he's showing the surroundings. The trees above us. You're taking pictures, or while you're videotaping, your surroundings. That, hey, if this was, if this happened like this, how come, north, south, east, and west of us didn't have the same? It doesn't make sense. Just this one spot happened to have that root ball moved or whatever. Yeah, yet it's Mother Nature. Well, if it was Mother Nature, then Mother Nature could have expanded, the surroundings by like at least maybe like 50 feet. I'll give it 50 feet. Wow. It doesn't happen like that. 2 things, Rich. One, to tubing, we don't have Zeal. We just have PayPal, but thank you. And to Tim Gayhart, yes. These prints right here, every time I checked them out, when I jumped out of the prints I saw off the road, I jump in, and that's the first thing I'm looking, even though I know what it is that if it was a deer print, and that's why I take pictures inside the print, you don't see the open toes. You don't see the deer print. The deer print, you would see the open toes. And it's like a V, guys. You'll see the V scraped down, and you don't see that at all. Everything's just flattened out.
Yep. 100%, man. Let's see. What am I doing? This whole double screen thing I hate. Ignorant skeptics ignore evidence to suit their own. It's but ignorant skeptics, right? I got what you said. But the what is it? Oh my God. Skepticism is healthy, right? What does Mike Tinsley say? Cynicism is bad, or something like that. So it's the mean part of it. This is the way it is, and you too bad, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so it's just it just makes it a lot harder to when you have that type of attitude or mentality in the research field. It just makes it all that harder because that guy's over there, 100%. Rest assured that he's talking to his circle about how you exaggerate and you think everything's Bigfoot because you believe what a barred owl sounds like could be a mimic from a Bigfoot. Never once did I say 100% that was Bigfoot making that barred owl sound. Never once did I say that. I've always said that one don't sound right. Did you hear that spit? Did you hear that guttural? That's what I've said. But they'll say it and say it like you're a weirdo. You know what I mean?
Well, because you're explaining yourself. You're explaining why. To have this conversation, we explain why. And that is like the hook at the end. Woo, woo, woo. And, some will be deeper and guttural. Remember that one owl that we heard on the main path? Woo, 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 woo. And I looked at you, I go, there's something wrong with that guy. I'm not kidding you, guys. That was the deepest, like, woo, woo, woo. That's what it sounded like. And they still did that hook at the end. But we brought in a lot of guests on the Saturday show. And everybody played, they played the barred owl sounds or whatever. Like Martin, all the way up in New Hampshire. Brian Terrell. I mean, you have owls all the way out in Washington State. Owls everywhere.
Yeah.
And they all are there doing the same thing.
Yep.
So what is that telling us? That's one of their, natural, animal calls that they do. One of many. And so all I can just say is that we get those out in Western Mass. We did that. All right, so we're in the Colorado Critter Fest. We heard it there. We were with 10 other investigators out with us, including Ernie Davio and Mike Tinsley and Denny. And then 2 weeks later, we go to the Charming Fair Farm. Gene was there too, and Gene also was at the Charming Fair Farm. Same thing, same owls. That's unusual. Same hook at the end, same gobble.
Yep.
And then mysteriously, that a rock was thrown in the pond for no reason because we were leaving.
Yep.
It was an attention thing. And then when we went to go on the other side of the pond to investigate, me and Gene heard, when me and Richie go, ha, blah, blah, we heard from across the field, ha, like that. And she looks at me, goes, what the hell? And I go, oh my God, that's my call. Well, it's their call. But I mean,
yes.
That's like validation. That's cool. And then later on, seeing the shines out in the field that we've seen. There was more than one owl. And they were downwards. We see the lights behind us, in front of us, whatever. But then towards the end of the night, like this like long guttural yell. And others heard that, including the donkeys, because it's a farm.
Oh my God!
And the loudest animals were the donkeys. So
crazy.
other than my call, Rich. other than my Bigfoot calls.
Yeah. Yes.
But you know what got that going was Richie's call. You did a totally different call,
I did.
and that thing went. I was like, "Oh my god!"
And I'm like, "What is he killing a donkey?" I feel guilty. I felt guilty. I made him kill a donkey. Tubin had a question about with donation. I don't have, what is it, Zelly? I do not have that. PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. And thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Dogman, yes, we believe we've had some Dogman things happen out there. We just don't have enough in order to present it as evidence. How's that? Yeah, that thing was crazy, right? I actually believe now they use YouTube to cut you off from capturing these very real things, Richie. You know, I'm listen, man. We're not far off from thinking that either, bro. You know, I wasn't gonna not show it, so no one ever said don't show aliens. I didn't see that in the small writing. So if they want to have a a case, we can have a case. You know what I mean? But whatever, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That makes this whole thing, everything, unique because we're talking Bigfoot. We're trying to concentrate on Bigfoot, but then there it is. Yeah, the big A. But you know what? That's why, guys, it's like one layer at a time. It's a big onion, a lot of information. We're still taking data. And that's why when Andy brings the Ovilus, we just try to capture what's being, being said, what's going on in the woods.
Yep.
We have all sorts of frequencies. We got all sorts of energy in that woods. So, yeah, and until Richie decides to have them mess with my phone. Don't mess with my Android, by the way.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't mess with my Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh, that's funny. I know. They whooped your ass. We do have a print that we believe is a Dogman print. Yes, we definitely do. We've talked to a lot of people about it. Our friend Brian Terrell, who's very well versed in the Dogman. Red Dirt Cryptids Investigations out of Oklahoma. Brian Terrell, check him out. Great friend, not a gatekeeper, willing to have conversation and help out wherever he can. Amazing dude. So, yeah, so we do believe we have stuff for Dogman. Yes. Let me see. I was trying to look for that Scaniverse video of that, but we're at 8:20 now. Do you want to do a quick wall session?
Yeah, let's do a quick wall session for D Hoot.
Just for D Hoot.
D Hoot. Just for you, D Hoot. We didn't forget you.
D Hoot, I totally forgot about you. I win. All right, so
that's exactly right.
All right, so let's put this on. You can see behind me when it turns gray. I'm not gonna. Well, like I said, if you guys need me to stand up, I will, but I won't. If I don't have to, I won't. Hang on.
That's right, Jim. He is getting up. Yeah, MS, it is time consuming. You have to be patient. That's why we have to just a little at a time, man. That's part of the research. I mean, we can't rush anything and make mistakes because we don't want to overlook anything and what have you. So
this is the one when we turned around and we scanned. Remember, there was nothing there. We had one light, and then the whole forest lit up.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, dude, you got to look at this. And you came over and was like, dude, and we did almost like a panoramic type picture. These are all the different individual lights that night. Which one am I hiding here? Oh, you only have all right. Let's see.
Yeah, Benno, we'll help you out. Richie will reach out to you. We'll help you out on that. And Sam with D Hoot. How's that?
With what?
X. For the future, for the X.
Oh,
for getting on there and stuff like that.
Oh, are they not familiar with getting on there?
I don't think so, but they're not on either one, like Facebook or X. But yeah, we'll help. Believe me, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, X is a.
Well, hey, MS, thank you so much for being on here. And hey, by the way, guys, in all seriousness, Canada's our friend. Love Canada. They are friends too. I don't give a shit what our government says. Not to get into politics, because I'm just stopping right there.
I'll shut you right
Much
off.
respect for you, MS. We love you, man. Thank you for being on here. We appreciate your support.
Sorry about the gold medal.
Oh. That too.
Was that out loud? Love you, MS.
Yeah, we love you.
So here's a picture here. All right, so this is the original picture we took, right? This other one is, like I said, we try to blow it up a little to try to get it in different areas. But this is what you're seeing in the woods. So, and the beautiful part about this is, so when someone says, "Oh, isn't there houses way off in the distance? Isn't there this? Isn't there that?" Look at this picture. That ain't no neighborhood. Ain't no city block either.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, chew on that. You know what I mean?
I think just when we're about to leave, and then that's when it was like saying goodbye. We love you, MS.
Yeah, thank you for letting us have one. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
They did.
yes.
Canada has owned our ass, and everybody else's for a long. We know it's your sport, bro. Relax. Yeah, we're good. We're okay. Everything's good. How's that baseball up there?
Better than us.
Everybody's better than us. No,
Yeah.
Let's see. Kurt is an alien. Okay. So so that's what we see, right? This is what you see. One. This is the other thing, is that you see one, then two, then seven. You're like, what the hell's that? The whole forest is lit up. You know what I mean? Pretty crazy, right? So,
what's amazing is the dot, like in the center, and then what's that below, like that plasma looking,
hang on.
blob,
Yeah, let me do this. Let's drop you down over here. Let's make it so the people can see it. So that's it. It's already zoomed in. I zoomed it before. I don't know what this thing in the middle is. It looks like some kind of Disney dog. I have no idea what is happening there. None whatsoever. I'm like, what is that thing? He looks googly eyed. He's got big buck teeth. Look, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Is that what Android gives you when you do a good job? They're like, good job.
Yeah, exactly.
That one on the left, man. I don't know. It looks like a small T-Rex or something.
Yeah.
You guys seeing that shit? That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Working and not working.
Just imagine. I mean, like being out in the woods, this is what we see. And that's why taking these pictures is important, just capturing the moments. I mean, that's exactly what we're seeing. And like I said, again, please check out 2 lives ago.
Yeah.
Me and Richie, when we went out there, you're going to see some really like cool stuff. And, and you know what I'm talking about. Just
badass.
Want to fast forward towards the end. This is the stuff you're going to look at.
Oh, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And the other crazy thing is that for a while we were just seeing them in the same location. That's not the case. Now we're walking out. When I saw him by the water, before the water bridge at the fire pit, saw him there.
Yep.
And then twice we saw one time I felt was sailing on in the way back, just standing there staring at us. Right.
Oh, in the corner.
When I went down that main road towards the junkyard.
Yep.
And then we take a right to go back out that way towards the old gifting chair. He was over there now by the old gifting chair. And then there was a different one when you stood off to my right, closer to the main path, too far away from me, and got stuff thrown at you. I was sitting there with a red one or something, or a reddish orange, I should say. That was wild. So we're not even up in this location all the time now. Now they're moving into the woods further.
Yes. That was D Hoot's birthday that time. Yes.
Oh, D Hoot's birthday. Ooh.
And then you said, was that you? Did you step on a branch? I go, no, that's whoever's behind me.
Yeah.
Threw something the tree was literally like 4 feet away from me, and it hit low. And I'll tell you, I felt the ground shake. That's how much of an echo, the impact. I mean, just to catch my attention, it was just wild, because I'm looking at a shine. Richie's further behind me looking at his. So we had two different spots that they were at. Like they were coming towards us. It was cool.
Yep. Yeah, I actually have a drone. I haven't used it in a while. And it's just, out there's really, really tough for drone work. You have to get one that can go above everything and look that way. You know what I mean? We'll try it. And if I lose it, it's really not that expensive, so I'm not worried about it.
You know what, Benno? That'll probably be like late fall. That'll be like a late fall type deal because
with less cover.
You want less cover.
Yeah. Birthday investigations do seem to go off, dude. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's
who?
Nuts.
We had was it
Brandy, D-Who, and I thought Benno. Wasn't it Benno? I thought it was Benno.
I thought so too. Well, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the birthday's like, and we're singing, and then all of a sudden, like the lights just seem brighter, or it's just crazy. It was a great night that night. D-Who blew her birthday, blew us away because of the action.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there was another one in there too that we had that was pretty nuts. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. So yeah, there's this lovely lady here. There's a light we take a picture of, and all kinds of shit going on behind it. It looked like there's like a reptilian, like up front, skinny forehead, ridge eyes, and then right behind him looks like a dragon lady, and then on top of her head looks like a little monkey. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to, spring, summer. We're going to try to do more stuff, guys. We're going to probably do overnights, more campfires.
Oh, yeah.
Because that day we could be up there a little bit longer and see what's going on. Like, we'll probably just do, maybe we'll do like a 6 o'clock day and then go roll into the night type deal. And,
I have
really
all right. I don't have multiple sites open. I have a portrait and a landscape through Restream, which posts two different shows on YouTube. One portrait, one landscape. I only have one thing open. Thank you. Anyways, let's talk about what's on the screen. I couldn't see Sam either forever. I can see Sam now. I don't think it's your browser, Sam. We're okay. It's 8:30. Let's go. Dude says, well, that's what I meant. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's been a known fact. I do not speak female. I do not understand half the time. That's not your fault. That's mine. I'm working on it.
Big boss.
I'm more than half 100. I suck at it. That's what I'm saying. So, there we go. We'll get Sam's going here. I got everybody's links in tonight. So I'm doing a good job. Yay. So nobody wants to comment on this weird ass light in front of me that I just talked about. Looks like a reptilian, a female dragon lady, and a monkey. Anybody? Got anything? You guys just, this stuff is all so normal to you that they just like, yeah, I've seen that.
I know.
All right. Well, moving on then. Good.
Moving on.
All right. So this is that Freefa. There we go. Right? Let me move it down.
This is the one that disappeared on me. I couldn't believe that.
Let me move it down for you. It looks like two faces on the left. Looks like one coming at us and one going away from, you can almost see a tongue and everything. And it does look kind of.
The one to the right, though. The one to the right, like it's got a big forehead, but it looks like that bridge line, where the eye is.
Oh yeah.
And then like the mouth, how the mouth kind of curves over a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can get up and point anything out you want me to. You just gotta let me know.
Yeah,
that's all. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not even worried about it.
Kind of looks like you, Ben. Handsome.
Richie and Wojo, get ready. The end of April, me and Mama Bear Claw will show you some awesome stuff, but not everything out of respect for my clan. Well, we appreciate that. Bring it, girl. Oh, hey.
Hey, BMO. Thank you for being here.
Totally a face. In every legend told by Native Americans, humans have always been helped to emerge from the underground by non-human beings called, as appropriate, elder people, brothers of light. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this thing's crazy, ain't it? Does anybody see anything on this picture that you want me to get up and weatherman for you? Let me know. Or any of these pictures, just let me know. Hey, can you point here? Get up and point there. I have no problem doing it. I'm just trying to stay out of Wojo's show.
No, you're doing a great job, Rich. And thank you for, like I said, producing, putting up these pictures, any videos that we have. That's what Richie does.
Yep.
That's what brothers do. If anybody wants him to come up, D-Hoot, I'm sure anybody, now's the time to do it.
So again, there's the white, looks like a hair strand or something going on over there. Let me know if you see anything in the comments, because I'm not on that. That's that main picture. And it's funny because this is the 3. You could see the 3 still there, kind of, but they're not as defined as they were. It's like it's morphing into something else. I don't even know what to say, man. Oh, it's so it's mind-bending.
But then again, if you keep, I took a bunch of these pictures, and again, they could possibly all be moving, different directions, and shifting their heads side to side. I mean, that's what we're catching, and it's. But again, this is a learning point. This is, they all seem to have prominent eyebrows. I can see a face on all 3 of those. Yeah.
See if this different color. Oh, this is one of the mosaic type. Yeah, see how big it is? Can't really do much with it. Hang on. Yeah, so I try different colors all the time to pull things out. But again, look at the side now. Look at that. It looks like there's a wrap over there in the hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah,
wild.
It does.
All right, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do this. Hang on, if you don't mind. I'm going to do this because I do. Oh, while I do that. Yeah, guys, while I do this, because I'm going to show something real quick before we go because it's getting late. But I want you to check. This one actually fit in there really well. Why not have a structure talk, right? That's what I say. Now, the question I had about this one was, and I'll leave you with this while I look for a couple of things I want to show before we go. What time is it? Go ahead. I looked at that picture. That's the first thing I thought of. What time is it?
Oh, the sun.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, boss man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it, right?
Yeah.
We had that conversation. We have a lot of those conversations. Oh shit! Is this the right one? Anybody on this structure? Anybody see any thoughts or theories? Maybe it's time. Maybe it's a portal itself. I don't know. Maybe these things mark where portals were or are. I don't know. Maybe a lot of the structures have to do with that.
Hey, Mr. Schneider, Jason Schneider from Doc Realm TV. Welcome, pal.
Where fear lives. Sorry. Did he get kicked again? I'm in the middle of something, sir. I can't keep making up for your, Android issues.
You know what I think it is? Because I guess if I get loud,
Android,
it shuts me out. Android.
Oh, really? So that you're telling me you and the phone are married? That's funny.
Oh my God, Android's turning into the hemorrhoid. I'll tell you that. Pain in my ass.
You and the phone have exchanged vows. As soon as he gets loud, that's it. Mama don't want to hear it.
Really
Do you really want to hurt me?
Robin saying it's shaped like a sundial.
See what I'm saying? See what we're saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're feeling, right?
Yep.
This is what we're feeling. Let me see. I think it's this one. And then over here. Oh, this guy. So let me get this one put in. See, I don't know if I can get them in that way. Oh, you know what I'll do? I know what I'll do. Hang on. Good. Talk about the sundial.
Yeah. So,
meanwhile,
structures are very interesting. So so our explanations, they come across. Yeah, definitely, Melissa. I don't have to speak lower because it keeps telling me
she doesn't like that when he yells.
yeah. My Android doesn't like me yelling at her.
Hi, girl.
Yeah. But again, TP type structure. Okay.
TP.
That Native Americans. I mean, they have their meetings, they have their powwows, and teepee structures. So, you know what? They could possibly do the same thing, as a clan. That's another, that's another theory we're thinking, or a possible fact. I'm not sure, but we see a lot of these. Actually, I took some pictures of one just recently. I think maybe like towards the college area. I think I took pictures of. No, actually near the gifting chair area.
Yep.
I saw it and I took a picture of that.
Oh, hi, Bounty.
Some of those are upside down.
Thanks for stopping by, Bounty. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is one of our research areas. Well, it's all one, really. It's just you have to go to different ways of parking. Yeah, these ones are wild, man. This one's crazy. And the more I looked at it, the more it looked like that 3D type of, what was it, like in drafting class in like 7th or 8th grade when you had to make that, those shapes that were in 3D and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I emphasize and shit.
Yeah,
some are upside down.
We have found a lot of structures obviously upside down, and yeah, I mean, we just see like structures like this. Oh, a teepee, but people are not paying attention. Like some of these trees that are not rooted to the ground, they're actually upside down. And Bounty, by the way, I didn't say hello. Hi, thank you for coming. But yet, these are a lot of many of structures that we find in these woods.
Oh yeah.
And,
so
we got hundreds and hundreds of pictures.
All right. So
go ahead, Rich.
I got myself set up. So I'm going to take the camera back so we can sign off and stuff. But I'm going to show you guys one thing before you go. All right. Again, this is the profile picture I borrowed from somebody. It's their intellectual property. I have no intentions of using it for monetization or anything else. It will be deleted right after this episode. It is not mine. So, hang on one second.
And then I have one thing to bring up too, before we end the show.
Oh, okay. You and Samsung getting a divorce?
You gonna walk us down the aisle, Rich? Walk us down to separation.
Later, Samsung. I mean, honestly, Samsung's been a good addition to the team as far as camera goes. You know what I mean? I just don't like their system. I don't like that Android system. You know what I mean? Nothing to do with the phone. I mean, if you guys get duped into buying a phone for its camera, that's fine. It's your thing. Sometimes I have camera envy. Your camera's bigger than mine. There we are. This double screen thing throws me off. I'm staring at it going, okay, what do I do? And then I hit the button. I hate I missed till the end of this. I will have to watch the replay. You're damn right you will. You're an executive producer.
Yeah, exactly. Follow up, cornbread mofo.
Yeah, cornbread mofo. Badass. All right, so here's this picture back, right? I brought this picture back up. You say, why did I bring it?
Hi, Maya.
Hello, Maya Fire. You there, Maya Starfire. Come hither at once.
Great to see you. Thank you.
I'm going to be in a play one day. Most of those basically the same size, and people say nature did this. I know, dude. It's so silly. Phones like, yeah, they all are. Yep, you got that right.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand any of them. Any of them. So, yeah, check it out. So this is the picture of the light. If you're new here, we took a picture of the light. We noticed there was substance behind the light. I noticed a hairline, all that stuff. I'm going by Facebook, people you may know type of thing. And this gentleman has this amazing picture up. I was like frozen going, wait a minute, where have I seen this before?
Check it out.
Everybody see it? Oh, you can see it?
I can see it, yep.
Oh, I just did that download thing on it.
No.
Does anybody smell what the Rock is cooking? Anybody?
Oh, we did a lot of smelling the other night.
Oh, we did.
Well, you remember by the gifting chair, we just kept smelling that
Oh, swamp smell.
That smell, the swamp smell, but it kept going in and out. But what we believe is that they were down very low and, behind the groves and stuff.
Anybody? Anything? Bueller.
What do you guys think? Just pay attention real close to the pictures, though, of what we discussed. Not just the face.
No, not just the face. Look at the hair itself.
Look at the hair itself.
All right, let me go. Let me do this.
Yeah.
Let me do this. I don't like how this does this on the down bottom. It's how stupid. Let's get the picture bigger, but we'll leave you in at the very bottom. Who the hell thought of that? Who said, "Oh, I got an idea," and somebody's like, "Oh my God, that's brilliant." What a moron. I just can't deal with the silliness. Now look at the hair on the side. It almost looks like vine, like vines, like small, like rooting vine in the ground that you pull up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Samesies. I just noticed that underneath the chin, it looks like there's like a bone structure down there or something hanging.
Yeah.
Is there a necklace on it? Oh my God. Oh, I'm getting. Hey, dude, it's the. This is what happens when you look at these pictures so many times.
Have you noticed that the times that we found deer sheds, you only find one set? Because usually, like deer, and moose, it's like every 10 to 12 feet, they'll just knock one side and they just fall off on the other.
Yeah, see, and we have other pictures that
you only find one set.
Right. You're right. And we have other pictures though that are like with the hair, it looks like it curls back up. That's what I kept saying. I go, is that wrapped and curled up? You know what I mean? Let me see if I can see any here. I don't see any.
Oh, Liam, you're too funny.
Who is it?
Liam just walked up and said, is that Bigfoot girl? Yeah, that's my girlfriend. What do you got? Leave her alone.
Yeah, that's Lady Footfoot.
Lady Footfoot.
Yeah, an antler's tied to the hair. And that's, yeah, so I have this other picture too on top of that, but it's just the real viney looking hair was very similar to the viney looking hair in that one. You know what I mean? So, that was one trait that really stuck out to me. And I have another picture that has like pointed like things that curl up and under. And I couldn't for the life of me figure it. Like this one here, I go, oh, that's a shell or a bead. There's another one that has like a wrap. It looks like it's a wrap. But then I saw the antlers and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's what that is. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what to make of it,
Yeah, we had this discussion with Elder on her show. And it was very, very interesting. Very interesting of what she had to say. Where is this picture from? Looks like a wood carving to me.
Well, yeah, there is a wood carving in there. Yes,
yeah. It is. It's a mask.
I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm done. Fucking done. Fucking done. Fucking done. The whole damn idea of it. I'm done. Oh, sorry. You guys still here? I'm done. Don't laugh so loud. You get yourself kicked out.
No, it's just your noise. I think you yelled and it kicked me out.
I don't know. I just started throwing things. I give up.
So one other thing too, during our last investigation, Rich, I'm going to bring up was the whistle.
Oh yeah.
The low whistles that we were hearing. like you just hear these like low whistles, and then like you just hear like movement, and it was just like a form of communication that was going on, and during the daytime, not nighttime, by the way, and we've been hearing those a lot. Like actually past several. I'm going to say the last 3 investigations. I remember you kept saying at one moment. Did you hear that? Like, what did you hear? It sounded like a whistle, a very like low whistle.
It was going.
Yeah, quick.
It just kept different tones though, deep, high, like it sounded like the mouth was in different shapes. How's that? That's what I heard. I thought Ernie's drawing looked very much like the Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot. Just saying.
Richie, you ran out of water bottles.
Did I? Just cleaning out my office. I think Dehu has a list at home. She's like, all right, I'm going to make sure I throw this in there randomly for no reason, then this one in there, and then this one in there, and watch Richie explode. Oh.
But these are a lot of things that are happening, and these are.
All right. Can I just say something?
Go ahead.
So what it pertains to on top of that is that I've been re-listening to these recordings. There is a section in this recording that we have that you can hear the sound and then the high clicking, and in between you hear this whistling. Like there's whistling. So I don't know if there's a bunch of different ones there. I know there's a few different ones there at this location, but this whistling is mixed in. Like that, right, Woj?
Yeah.
And now we're talking about this whistling. So that's in the recordings that you guys eventually are going to hear. It's wild. It's just wild. And if you do your research, when you hear that, I looked up ancient cultures that used whistling as a language. And lo and behold, there was some there. It's called research. Right? That's kind of why you're thinking of it, right?
Yeah, it makes so much sense because I do have like a video and audio. Mm-hmm. Me and Richie had an encounter, and the tree started shaking, high mass breaking through the branches. You heard like 3 heavy footsteps, and then poof, not a sound.
Yep.
And then we decided to go into this like thick area where it all happened. And as we're going around, something's coming around the other side. Like you hear very low, you can hear little snaps.
Yeah.
And then as before we came to the top part of that thicket area, that's when we hear. It was so like high pitched, long. There's a dog like about maybe like 400 yards away. Like dogs like can pick up on like a dog whistle going absolutely nuts, way down the street. And then lo and behold, we found nothing. But on the video at the very end, after that whistle, because we were looking at each other like, what the hell was that?
Yep.
Then you hear a soft tap, a soft knock for acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And then boom, that's his escape. So it must have been maybe a young one that, because Richie had that smell real brief. And he's like, yeah, I go, the wind's blowing like from 1 o'clock. And then lo and behold, from 1 o'clock to 11 o'clock, that's where the thick area was. And that's when we had the encounter.
Yep.
And then we decided to go in to try to force something out, whatever. And then that whistle came out of nowhere, out of left field, super high pitched and long. And then that soft tap for acknowledgement.
Well, to pat myself on the back, I did say they were going to be coming for him.
You did.
Yeah, I did say that because I had been flanked, and this has happened to me before. And that running by was a little different. I usually dealt with subtleties, but that was crashing. The other thing I want to bring up in this situation that was significant, it ran by as it crashed through the woods. It made all kinds of noise, dude. All kinds of freaking noise. It's just stopped. And after it stopped, about 2 or 3 minutes after it stopped, the dog started barking off in the distance, which was weird because the dog didn't bark when it crashed through the woods.
No, it did not.
So what was it hearing to set it off? Did it get hit with infrasound or something? Is because we've had the dog phenomena over and over and over and over and over again. But I know that place, and there is a dog over there at that house, which was a little ways away. And I remember looking at Wojo too, and I go, "Oh, well, they're going to come for him now." And he was like, "What do you mean?" And then it was probably less than a minute after that. Yeah,
Less than that.
this long ass, non-human, huge, giant, long whistle just blew through the woods, and I went, "Yep, there they are."
Yeah, it was piercing. That's for sure.
I got to say that was with two people. That's as nervous as I've been with that incident. I wasn't even that nervous the first incident. I was nervous because I had my son with me, but I didn't feel in that area. For some reason, I didn't feel that was near dark. It was I had the smell come and go. I found the print underneath the fern. It was just really eerie and ominous feeling. My chest was squeezing. I think I might even have mentioned that to you, that I was feeling that in my chest. You said, yeah, the air feels weird. We had that conversation. We were feeling it. What's up, CP? CP's in the house. Everybody get over to Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. Get over to YouTube right now and hit that likey like. You don't need to worry about mine. Get over there and help her out. Let's go. Everybody like, subscribe, hit that notify. But yeah, that was a crazy event. The other last thing I want to say about that incident is, now that we know what we know today, did he jump through one of those little rectangle things we got a picture of to get out of there? Have a good night.
Amen. Well, everyone, thank you for being on here. It was fun, great show, great critical thinking. Again, we're here to show you guys what we have, and we're just not gatekeeping. We're here to share. We're here to research. We're here to have fun, and we're here not to crap on each other. Have this civil conversation, and like I said, just be part of it. Be part of it, and be patient, like we are. Right, D Hoot? Stop picking up Richie. No, I'm kidding.
That's all right.
I think she's got you wrapped now, man.
I'm not.
But so I just want to say thank you all for being on here, and don't forget, don't be lazy. Serve the Lord enthusiastically. Help your neighbors out. Help your friends out. Don't crap on anybody. Be good to each other with all love and respect. Blessings to you all. Rich?
Diute just sent the message. I hope this isn't a goodbye. I hope you get next. Diute says, Richie, I just want to thank you. During the last 2 years, you gave me something to look forward to and helped me forget any problems, any troubles. That means the world to me.
It does, because you know what, Diute, you are really, since I first started watching Richie, you were the first there, and you're still here. And you're a great person and great friend, really.
Great friend.
And we love you very much.
Yep, lots of love.
Respect.
Thank you for putting that out there like that, because what Diute just said is the epitome of what everything that I imagined this to be. To give people that community, to give people that space, to give people that freedom from ridicule, that freedom from being just torn down by what you saw or what you believe or what you've experienced. I wanted to give people that space to do that. And I just feel with that statement, that's been achieved, and I hope it is for all of you guys, Wojo included, and Sam and everybody. Everything is put with my best foot forward and true and genuine to everybody. And mainly myself, because I got to go to God, not you guys. I'm going by myself. So that's between he and I. But that's how I want to live, and this is how I want to share. So I'm glad I'm glad that's gotten through, and I hope it gets through to a lot of you guys. And you understand that that's what this space is for. So get over and check out BMR and Coley. I think they're coming on right now around 9. Go check that. I think Coley was on earlier, but I know Rob's on Tuesday nights. Yeah, so get over there and check them out. SNX Radio, BMR, all them guys. BMR will be here Saturday with me and Wojo on the Banter with Richie B podcast, the Bigfoot Banter with Richie B podcast. But before that, Friday night is Sam's night. Sam's Pretty Paranormal podcast is this Friday. Make sure you sit in with her at 9 p.m. Eastern time. She absolutely rocks. She makes this go. All these beautiful things you're seeing, all these videos are her. If you need a digital creation, please get over to her and ask for one. Work something out. That's what she does for a living. So work something out, man. Make it happen. So thank you, everybody, for being here. CP, Ohio, Sam, Maya, everybody. Love you, Gianni. I just sent you a mini music clip. Oh, thank you, my man. That boy, he makes some music. I said, bruh, you got to send me some music. I love music, right? My paisans over here making music. Anyways, I love you, baby Jack. I love you, mama. I see you, Ella. Everybody keep climbing, man. Banter Richie B Podcast Network. Thank you guys for being here. Wojo, are we still the home of the we are?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And we are still home of the boom. Thank you for all being on it. And D-Hoot, your record still stands because you were technically on YouTube. Aha. So you're still going strong, girl. You're still the winner. That is a winner for D-Hoot.
Winner. D-Hoot buys dinner.
Yeah. Yay.
Keep climbing, everybody. We're out of here.